Okay. 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 Hi guys. Oh, shit. Wait, I can announce it on the channel page as well. Okay. Hi guys. Can you guys hear me? Nothing. No one's answering me. Can you guys hear me? Yeah, this is a Gagatrondra remake. It's made by JC Moon. Verified by Zeronium. Yes, this is Gagatrondra. I mean, it does track. Gagatrondra does look a lot like Gagatrondra. I can agree with you on that. sure you guys have questions, but I didn't want to be dramatic and make a video talking about, you know, some sob story about being too busy with college to make YouTube videos. Thing is, that's exactly what happened, so I didn't really know what else to do. Oh yeah, I also fucking... Zodiac just fucking kicked my ass. I don't know what happened, but after I got the death at fucking 90, I don't even remember, I got 94, it just started kicking my ass every time I played, wasn't able to get anywhere, and I just completely lost interest in trying to beat it. But I also didn't really want to announce that I dropped it either, because I didn't want to, like, I have a history of dropping levels, and after beating Cockmock, I thought maybe I'd be able to come back with a bang and not drop levels again, but that's exactly what happened, unfortunately. So as for this level, yeah, well, yeah, that's also part of it. I felt kind of weird about the fact that I was able to beat Cockmock, and then less than like a month later I dropped a level that's like 70 spots below it. As far as this level goes, I started playing it not long after dropping Zodiac, which was like the beginning of November, late October or something like that. But I got so busy with all the shit I had to do for school that I completely didn't have time to play. And then Fortnite took over my life for a bit. And yeah, the only thing I really had time to do was make mashups, which is why I've been uploading so many of them. And then also, quite a lot of shit happened with the GD community over the last month or so that really made it hard for me to want to keep playing the game. I knew that random, well yeah, but that's far from the only thing. But yeah, that is one thing. It's gotten harder and harder to want to stay here, but at the same time, like, GD is such a huge part of my life, and the GD community is such a huge part of my life that I really can't just leave, no matter how much I may want to. It's kind of cold in my room. Oh yeah. I don't know how much that'll... I mean, that might just be me being really quiet right now. I'm not talking very loud. I'm not talking as loud as I usually do. My Discord profile is not showing that I'm streaming for some reason. I don't know why. Oh, whatever. Dude, okay. Yeah. What I really wanted to do, and what I planned on doing initially before school made it really hard to play GD was I wanted to announce that I dropped Zodiac in my Gagatrondra completion video. That was my plan. And I can still like kind of do that. But in terms of what I want to do with the stream, I really just wanted to like do something to show that like I'm alive and still plan on, well, you guys know I'm alive because I post shit all the time, but like I'm still working on GD stuff, but I may not like try to beat Gagatrondra on stream for now. I may do something else just so I can make a video out of something. Yeah, well, I haven't been entirely inactive on like my other channels. My mashup channel has been relatively active, and I'm still active like online in general. Just haven't been active on this channel. Dude, okay. Yeah, GD didn't get boring for me. I just like lost the drive to open the game because of how busy I was with school and how tired I was by the time I had like free time, and that combined with also the fucking insane shit that's been happening in the community lately, and it's like, oh my god. Like, yeah, the community has always been like, there's always been bad parts, there's always been good parts, but over the last like month and a half, oh my god, I don't know, man. I mean, it's mostly contained to Twitter, so not everyone who plays GD is going to know about it, but the Twitter community is very the Twitter community is very closely interconnected with like the parts of the community that have the most influence, and so any drama that happens in Twitter will affect the entire game and community as a whole, even if you don't necessarily know about it. And it's, I mean, I don't really want to talk too much about it on stream because I just know that, like, I don't know how YouTube is with talking about super sensitive topics like some of these things are. But yeah. I mean, that is one thing. The Krazen comeback. Not even just that, but the fact that like people literally got harassed for saying that it was a bad thing that Krazen was coming back, including me. Yeah, Twitter is good when you like don't pay attention to anything anyone says and just like art and shit or pictures of cats. I have a bunch of Twitter accounts, some of which I only use for stuff like that. But yeah. I keep forgetting. Every time I play this level, I'm reminded how much playing this wave hurts my arm. Dude, okay. Okay, good night. What should I play, honestly? I think I'm a little too washed to play Gigatrondra right now. I should probably like warm up a little bit with something else first. Back on Anathema. It's been so long since I played Anathema. I missed going for Anathema, honestly. I really wanted to, but I mean, I probably will at some point once I, you know, get the drive back to play GD and I have the capabilities of going for a new hardest. Like this and Kyuki are like the two main levels I plan on doing as new hardest. But the rest of the top 10, like holy shit, man, it's so bad. I genuinely think that Anathema... Is Anathema even still top 10? I think it is. I hope it is. But aside from Anathema, I don't think there's a single level in the top 10 that I like. Dude, this is falling out of the top 10, dude. Can we just like think about Slaughterhouse is number 20. Slaughterhouse is number 20 on the list. People don't play this level with the actual song. It's honestly like so weird to think about how like Slaughterhouse was number 4 when I beat it. That's probably like the highest anything will ever be that I'll ever be able to beat, because I don't think, I mean, it could also just, that could also just be partly because I just don't like any of the other levels in the top 10. I think the entire top, I think this is like objectively one of the worst top 5s we've ever had. Aside from maybe Flame Wall, I don't really know enough about Flame Wall to know if it's good or not. But like the rest, like holy shit, the top 10 is so bad. Because like unlike when Slaughterhouse was number 4, which is when I beat it, right? Like when Slaughterhouse was number 4, I didn't think that most levels in the top 10 I would ever be able to beat, but there were ones that I at least like wanted to try and beat someday, you know, and like thought would be cool to beat. The current top 10, I literally have no desire to beat like any of the levels that are in the current top 10 aside from Anthea. Because I just don't see the point. They're all so bad. And I'm generally someone who tries not to hate so much on levels because I think, you know, I mean, it's all subjective opinion at the end of the day, but I really just don't like any of the levels in the current top 10. That's my opinion. Dude, I fucking hate Tidal Wave. Tidal Wave is one of my least favorite levels on the list. I would never go for Tidal Wave. But the crazy thing about it is even though I hate Tidal Wave so much, I've out of the other levels in the top 5, it's like the most likely one that I would go for, and that's crazy because I never thought that would be the case. Because I always hated Tidal Wave. Yeah, like... like, there's no real valid favorite top 5. They're all so bad. Again, aside from maybe for I don't know enough about. Yeah, and the sad thing too is I really wanted to like Nullscapes. I really liked it when it was first like made. But the fact that the creator just turned it into a fucking stunt to bitch about CBF on Twitter just ruined the level for me, honestly. Because it really made me think that it's hard to think of that level without thinking that's like the entire reason the level was made. And there's just, you know, there doesn't seem to really be any like, I don't know. It ruined the level experience for me. It's not even just the fact that it has a CBF blocker, it's the fact that the creator went and bitched about it on Twitter for like 3 days after it was like shown. I don't want to let it influence. I don't want to let it influence my feelings towards the level, but it just did. Because, like, now whenever I see the level, I just think of that. I can't stop myself from thinking of that. I don't think Zoink being the verifier of a level makes it bad. I don't have a particular opinion of a level because of the fact that Zoink verified it. But like, dude has actually verified like almost the entire top 10 at this point. And I almost feel like part of the reason that the top 10 is so bad is not necessarily because Zoink verified most of the levels there, but because he's just so much better than most other players that he's just able to verify so many levels, like regardless of how bad they are. And he's a huge part of the reason why the list is so much harder now than it ever has been. It's because he's verified so much shit. Can't believe I remember how to play this level. There was a time period around like the early stages of like Zoink's, when he was first starting to like be known as one of the best players, where I was like fully convinced he was a hacker. But it was like not long after the Space UK thing, so it's kind of understandable. I mean, he kind of has always been too good. Like the games, I don't think the game's like progression and difficulty was ready for him. I knew about Zoink really early on, but it wasn't until he like completely destroyed some of the levels like that people took forever on that I was like, yeah, he's probably a hacker. But you know, after a while I was like, yeah, I you know, came to my senses. You know, it was around when Space UK happened. So. But the thing is, like, no one believes me when I say this, and that's fine. You don't have to believe me, but it's just true. I did have a feeling about Space UK for a long time. I thought he was probably a hacker. I thought he was a bit too good at the game for the time period, and I had a feeling about him for a long time. So when I got similar vibes from other players that were getting really good really fast, you know, I'm gonna think they're hackers. It's just how it is. Okay, I don't remember this wave being this hard. I mean, I didn't, it wasn't when he beat Slaughterhouse that I thought he was hacking. I thought it was like a little later than that was when I started to suspect that he was hacking. When he like completely dominated everything for so long. Yeah, I mean, honestly, like, a big part of why I want to come back for GD content isn't even so much to be, like, a top player. As cool as it would be to be a top player, I'm more honestly interested in just making content. That's what I have more fun doing. And unfortunately, I have really high standards for myself in terms of what I want to beat. So even though I could like make a lot more videos, just, you know, beating random levels that I wanted to beat, like that just doesn't feel like as fulfilling as it feels to make videos. It doesn't feel fulfilling for my, I don't know. I like having list points. But yeah, I do want more than anything to just make some content for you guys. I feel like the GD content space is not at its best, so Dude, I've played a decent amount of those too. I even have a tablet actually, but I just have never been very good at it, so I never really switched to it. My problem is Fortnite. I play way too much Fortnite. Fortnite is like super fun, but like it's if you're not into Fortnite and you don't play it, now is a really bad time because everyone's already like really good at the game. You're gonna have a hard time catching up, and it's gonna set you back a couple $1,000 in buying cosmetics, even if you don't think so at first. So. Why isn't this orb working? Yeah, I love Fortnite. Aside from like, Fortnite is my #2 most hours in the game. You know, GD's first, and then I mean, Minecraft would probably be higher if there was an hour counter, but there's not. So, dude, this orb isn't working. This orb isn't working. What? Wait, was I really clicking too? Oh, I was clicking too early. Okay. I thought no. I realized that I was hitting the black orb. I just thought I didn't realize I was like even when I delayed, I was still clicking the black orb. I didn't realize I had to delay even more. I know it's a late click. It's been a while since I played this. Like I said, I mean it's a miracle I even really remember how to play it. And the crazy thing, like, another thing about, like, GD now is not only is the list way harder, but completions of the hardest levels in the list are not, like, viewed the same way as they used to be, because there's so many more, like, top players now than there ever was. So it's just harder to get recognized as a good player now.
This is what happens when you leave it to somebody else.
Yeah. What should I play? I want to play like a list level, but I don't know if I should play something actually hard. Well, okay. That's relative. Everything on the list is fucking impossible now. But let's see. Damn, Atomic Cannon Mark II is so low on the list, man. I always thought that level was underrated on the list. Yeah, that's one of the main things, honestly. It's hard to like stop playing GD when it's been such a huge part of your life for almost 12 years in my case. Yeah, I'm just looking at the list and like, holy shit. Even like Lucid Nightmares. Lucid Nightmares is 148. Like, how is that possible, man? I don't know. I should probably at this point just play something that's not on the list because as much as I want list points, I don't know. Better Info has been by for years, bro. Catch up, honestly, bro. Like honestly, like what do we have? There is so much shit going on here. There are a couple levels like on this there are a couple levels on oh what the fuck? Oh my god. I don't even know what are you guys talking about in chat right now? Oh. Interesting. Dude, I actually have like I have no clue what to play. I can go back to Gagatrandra, but like I feel like I should do something easier for now, like just to make some content on something. I don't know. You guys got any suggestions? You could give me like high non-list worthy levels or low list levels. I'm not gonna play Charlie Kirkles. I think that level's like easy as hell, right? They do suck. I don't know. Rupture, I don't know about that. Oh yeah, I was gonna do this like beating all the sonic waves thing too. I might do that at some point still. So many levels that I just gave up on. I love how I have 40 on Scoop and Circles because it's like easy as hell to get to 40. I mean, I could still beat Truefet. Truefet is a level that I have dropped like twice, and I never came back to, pretty much. Like, there's so many levels I could play. I do want to be a Truefet. Like, it's still like I'm not like I've dropped it, but I haven't like, you know, I still want to beat it still want to finish it, but it's just, I don't know, it's hard to like want to come back to it because every time I play it, I always just get stuck on the like, I get stuck playing the free drop. Yeah, just impatient. 31 is not my best, by the way. My best is like 86. It was it was a little bit of a fluke, but I think my previous best was like in the 70s, so not like that big of a fluke. Oh, I also haven't really played this on 2.2, so I'm not, feels weird. Sinister, I mean, I've learned through my experience with so many levels that just long levels are not my strong suit. No matter how hard I try, I can't do it. This is so weird on 2.2. You were talking to who? Oh, it's fixed. This used to be bugged. 2.2. I don't know. Is Silent Clubstep still top 10? I think it is, right? Space started streaming. Well, Silent Clubstep I do feel like is Silent Clubstep is always kind of one that I feel like people are gonna consider underrated because like it's just so hard to play that it's always gonna be one of the other Yeah, I mean, I've wanted to beat Collapse like literally since I first saw the layout. I wasn't like I wanted like I've always thought this was one of Nexel's best layouts before they even really started trying to decorate it. At least I think. I might be wrong on that. It might be a different level I'm thinking of, but I always thought this was one of their better layouts that they've made. I mean, it's definitely like gameplay wise, it's not for everyone. It's a very unique style and it's quite long. But I find it really fun. Dude, you have no idea how overused Infernoplex was back in the day. I would say nowadays nowhere near as much. Yeah, well, I mean, Nexel made this level before Atomic Cannon Prime was, like, the song was revealed. And I think that was actually one of the things they were mainly scared of when releasing this level, is people would think it was like a copy of Atomic Cannon Prime. But yeah, no, this was made like before that was announced. But also that level still hasn't like, is that level not even still finished? I think Mark 3 was really cool, but it's not like the best level series in the game for sure. I do know though, like anytime I play fucking Mark 2, I am I anytime I play Mark 2, I am shocked by how hard it is because it's like so low on the list for how hard it seems. Atomic Cannon Mark 2 is fucking impossible. Yeah, like it was so low. I guess it being like kind of short might be part of the reason though. Real Atomics, what? Oh, short. Yeah. Nexel is top 1 Canada, yeah. It is crazy. It is crazy to think about, like just the concept of Nexel being number 21 in the world. I don't even know if they're still there, but that's where they were last time I checked. No, I'm pretty sure Nexel is still. I'm pretty sure Nexel is still number 1. Oh, holy shit! Wait, who is Slaughter? Is this the Slaughter I'm thinking of? Oh, that's Doggy. Wait. Nexel is not so what is that supposed to mean? Nexel is not bad. They have the consistency to just continuously beat levels, and honestly that almost matters more than having like an insane hardest. But still, even so, there like it is crazy to think of Nexel being in like the top 30 in the world, since like there was a time that I remember when I was better than them at the game and had a significantly harder hardest. Well, I still do have a harder hardest, but like it's relative at the end of the day. It's not the amount of attempts, it's the dedication and the skill required, just the mental skill required to just keep going for stuff and keep, you know. I don't know, I think that's kind of a rude thing to say. I need to check though. Is this the Slaughter I'm thinking of, or? Yeah, it is. Wow, I forgot that I don't think I realized how good they're at the game. I mean, I definitely have bias when it comes to Collapse because, you know, I play tested it. I was there for like the entire creation of it. But I can see why it's not like the most. I mean, it is very highly praised overall when it comes to the list levels, like compared to others at least. It's not like the most highly praised. How long have I been streaming? Oh, like an hour. Yeah. I don't know how long I'm gonna stream. I don't know. I really wanted to just open GG and play a bit today. If you go to sleep, go to sleep. No, shouldn't lose sleep to watch me. Yeah, I'm not in New York City anymore, but I am still in Eastern. Guys, what happened to my trail? The trail not there. It's just the regular fire trail. The wave and shift took like 150 attempts or so, probably more. I will say this ending, I've always liked the atmosphere of it, but I've always felt like the gameplay of it could be a little better. But I do understand why it's in the level, and I think it makes a lot of sense. Hey, my name's not crossed out. There's an Easter egg. There is actually multiple. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, there. Yep, there it is. Yeah, that's like my one major inclusion in in a level that's rated. It's like the one thing that I have. Let me try and fix my trail. Dude, I love APT, and no matter how much people hate it, because people hate it. Yeah, I don't know why the trail is supposed to be gay. I don't know. I love APT. I've always loved it, and for whatever reason, or no, not for it. I understand why it's like not the most loved level ever. Um, but honestly, nothing can make me hate this level. I love this level. It's just like it reminds me so much of the feeling that I got when I used to see the original Apocalyptic Trilogy levels back in the day. And like, you know, as much of like, I don't know, like the original Apocalyptic Trilogy and like after Catabath and all that means so much to me as a player that like no matter how like this level might be, I love it. They could never make me hate you, basically. This level might be AP team slop, but it's our AP team slop, or my AP team slop. I do remember that. Yeah, I remember people talking about that back when like Yatagarasu was first like gonna come out. I never saw it, honestly. I never really understood how Yata was meant to be a sequel to Bloodpath. It always just kind of felt like its own thing to me. I always associated the song Flawless Wings of Yatagarasu with the Hell Factory. Because that came first. But yeah, Riot and Serve both were verifiers of Yata. They both dropped it. And then Trusta nerfed it quite a bit, and that was, the big thing. It is crazy though. Like trust and nerf. I don't know exactly the. I don't know the extent. I don't fully know the extent to which trust and nerfed Yada, but I know he nerfed it quite a bit, and yet it was still top 1. Like it was still way harder than anything else that was on the list, which is crazy to me because nowadays like you could make like the smallest nerfs to a level ever and it drops like 5 spots because everything is like the same difficulty now. Everything's just fucking impossible. Yeah, I don't know the full story. I just remember, like, I was, like, vaguely around in the community at the time, but not as much as I was, like that wasn't an era that I was, like, fully immersed in the community. I mostly just kind of watched Brandon Larkin and I played in like June 2014 is I think my first iPod. I was 7 years old. I had a couple instances where I quit the game, but overall it's always kind of been a part of my life since I started. My first GD videos on this channel are from like, I think early 2015, because that was when I started getting like every play videos and when I started beating demons. Honestly, like, okay, I wouldn't have such a hard time quitting this game if it wasn't such a huge part of my life. Like, it's not as addicting as it used to be playing the game. It's really not. I can go a long time without playing. It's not that it's addicting to play anymore, really. It's more that it's just I can't just leave the GD community. I'd be cutting off my main contact to a bunch of my friends and losing any chance I ever had of making YouTube content because that, like, you know, the only thing I can really do on YouTube now is make GD videos. That's all I can really do. Yeah. You know what I should do? Hold on. Where's Intensity Warehouse? Let's do a level from Intensity Warehouse. Could probably do this pretty quickly. I don't know how hard this level is, but I like the levels on this list, so I sometimes just do a level from here. What do you think I should play? Oh, was this recently verified, or has it just stayed unrated? Oh. Oh, is it memory, or is it just the start? Oh, it is memory. I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can really bring myself to learn memory right now. Oh, what the fuck? That was out of nowhere. Yeah, I don't know about the song representation on this. This feels like it would be way more intense. I feel like Andromeda has really good song representation. This is cool though. You sure this is extreme? Yeah, I guess it's probably extreme, yeah. Honestly, I don't even really know what's extreme or insane nowadays, to be honest. Feels kind of easy for extreme though, I'm not sure. But what am I supposed to... What the fuck? Yeah, the song's good. I just don't really see how it. I don't really get the song representation. It doesn't feel. I don't know. Shit. Very interesting. That's a pretty cool level. I feel like I could probably beat that pretty quickly if I wanted to. Let's try this again. Was it made recently? Like, do you think it's gonna get rated, or is it just unrated, like not rate worthy? I wouldn't say it's not rate worthy. It looks pretty good. Oh yeah, yeah. So it probably will get rated then. Yeah, that's fair. I honestly don't get why. I don't get why the Demon List is like deciding to wait on doing the Raid Plus thing, because I feel like once that happens, like that's going to be such a big deal to like the community that like Rob is gonna have to do something. Rob is gonna have to switch something up. Because we've been trying to get him to change the fucking rate system for so long, and he just has not budged. You mean this level's just a joke to you? Why? Hello? I mean, I think the song representation is really good in this. I think it was made really well, and the gameplay is just really fun. Honestly, like I was playing this after like the fucking snooze fest that was Zodiac, and I completely forgot until playing this that GD can actually be fun if I'm playing something that's fun to play. How can you say that? How can you say that this is, you can't tell me this is not a serious level, or this is a serious level? What's up? What's wrong with Ariana Grande? Dude, I listened to an Ariana Grande album recently, and I was kind of like shocked by the versatility. I didn't like, her hits don't seem that versatile. Like, it seems like she only really has one style, but listening to an album, I was like, holy shit, there's a lot that she does. I didn't say you hated Ariana. Progress on this is okay, but this is my first time playing it in like a month, so I think I had it in almost 2 runs before I got way too busy to keep playing. Dude, the Wicked movies were great, man. I think like just in general, the first act of Wicked is better than the second act, so the first one was always going to be better than the second one for me. But excuse me, like they're both really good. I like the added songs that they had in the movies. Overall, I just think the movie watching experience is. I have seen Wicked in Broadway, and I think the movie is honestly even a better experience than in Broadway. It's my opinion, though. Okay, look, you're gonna have to bear with me, okay? I have this thing with my throat and air, and I have to clear my throat of air a lot, and that involves burping. Well, that's not a problem with that's not a problem with the movies. That's a problem with the story of Wicked. That I didn't really realize that until watching like the Broadway play. I didn't realize that it was actually going to go into Wicked and be like or into the Wizard of Oz and be like a different take on the Wizard of Oz story rather than just a prequel, which is what I thought it was at first. But then I saw the play and I was like, oh, I see. I don't hate it. Yeah, I wasn't expecting it either. I saw the first movie and then saw the musical in between seeing the first and the second movie, like before the second movie came out. And I was surprised. I was like, oh, that's not where I thought this was going. Yeah, I thought it was just originally a prequel, but yeah, no, it does have a tie-in to the Wizard of Oz, and it's rather a different take on the story. Yeah, it does feel that. I mean, I got up really early today, so it's always gonna feel late, but it also just gets dark super early. I don't know why, but this year is like the first year that I've really started to feel like the effects of it getting dark early. I've never really noticed it too much before, but this year I've really noticed it. No, dude. Ah, the fucking mini portal. Dude, I love snow. I would fucking hate living in Florida. I can't handle the heat. I like the cold. Yeah, no, I hate warm weather. I'm a cold weather kind of guy. I would move to Canada for the weather alone. But honestly, just by the day, there's been more and more reasons piling up. I guess we'll see how the next few years go, though. You know, I wanted to move further north. I didn't want to go south. Wait, you graduated in June, but you haven't applied. Are you taking like a gap year? Yeah, no, I still live in New York, just not New York City. I moved north, moved upstate for college. Damn, bro. That double click green orb is really weird because like it's so easy to click too early, and yet so easy to click. Like it's weird. It doesn't feel like that hard of a click, but it's so easy to mess up. I would like if I were to choose a state to live in, I would probably just choose something in this general area. You know, either New York. I've really enjoyed upstate New York so far. I like it even honestly better. I mean, I know not every city in upstate New York is the same, but where I am, it's not bad. But I also really like Massachusetts, and I think Maine is a really good state, but I haven't really been there, so I don't know. I know people who live in Maine, and they've said it's good. I've heard of Anchorage. I don't remember where that is. Oh, in Alaska. I don't know about Alaska. I would explore a lot of different cities. I just don't have like the But like since I'm much closer to the border, and since I'll hopefully be able to maybe get a car soon, it might be a while before that happens. But I might visit Toronto. No. The only city in Florida that I've been to is Orlando. It's too much. It's too hot for me. I can't. I wouldn't be able to do that year round. I mean, I know it's not hot year round, but you know what I mean. Oh, yeah, even worse then. Jeez, my arm. I don't know why my arm hurts so bad. I'm really so washed that even my arm can't handle playing GD anymore. And Zero Snow would be so sad for me. Oh my god. That would be like my entire childhood just slipping away from my life. I don't know, man. I'm trying, like, okay. I announced on my like announcements thing, my posts, that, you know, because of college, because of all this shit, I basically like put a pause on my like big like return to making content. But I'm at a point where I'm like, I don't know. I want to make more videos. That's the main reason I want to like play GD now. I just want to make content. That's my main like drive to play GD. But at the same time, I don't want to play like super easy levels because I feel like I'm better at the game than that, even though I know that's not a great mindset to have. I don't know. I know I shouldn't have that mindset, but I just kind of do. And also, like, the GD community has just been so ass lately. Like, oh my god, I can't handle the shit that's been happening. It's not a great mindset, but like, I'm trying to get out of it because I want to play, you know, I want to make more videos. That's my goal. I want to spend my time making content rather than just bashing my head against a wall playing impossible levels. But at the same time, like, I don't know, I feel like I feel like I'm good at the game and I want to beat hard levels. God damn it, bro. No, because, like, okay, people always talk a lot about how, like, you know, people will say shit about, like, you know, people always say the community they're in is bad, but, like, every online community is bad. And yeah, that's true. Every online community is bad. But the GD community lately, like, oh my god. I don't think I've ever seen anything. I've been part of multiple online communities. I've never seen anything like this. We've never had so many, like, exposals and people defending people who got exposed and arguing over shit that should not be an argument because there's clearly a correct answer. And, like, oh my god, I've never seen anything like this. And obviously, a lot of it is just the fact that it's all on Twitter. But once again, the Twitter community is so, like, deeply ingrained in, like, the most influential aspects of the community that, like, it's hard to avoid, even, like, you know. I think it's just people, like, I don't know, man. I don't know what's caused it, honestly. It's like it was always kind of bad, but it was never this bad. Like I don't think there's ever been another community where you could post on Twitter saying, I actually don't think we should let pedophiles back in the community after they were kicked out, and proceed to get harassed the entire day for it. It's not them returning to the game, it's them returning to the community that I don't think would be a good I like part of like the thing with like, okay, what's the word I'm looking for? Rehabilitative therapy is real and it works and it's great when people do it, but rehabilitative therapy does not involve inserting yourself back into the environment in which you committed the acts, okay? And I think it's perfectly okay for people to not be okay with that. Like, yes, if they get therapy and they get better, that's awesome. That's great. That's amazing. I hope the best for them. But like, you're allowed to say that, like, it's normal to not think that they should be back in the community. I know it's hard to return to the game without returning to the community, but like, if you're a good enough person at heart to like get the kind of therapy and help that you need to stop, doing things that genuinely hurt others, then you should be good enough of a person to avoid the environment in which you did those things. That's just how I feel. And the community should not be welcoming back with open arms. And yes, I agree. It is very hard to return to this game without returning to the community. I have experienced that exact thing. I've tried to leave the community without leaving the game. It's impossible. I understand. But there has to be, like, I don't know. I just think there has to be some fucking common sense here. It shouldn't. I don't get how it's polarizing. Like, how is that? Why? How is this polarizing? I don't understand. How is this opinion that is polarizing? We're debating in which someone who did terrible things to children in an environment where there are a lot of children should be allowed back into that same environment with lots of children. Like, I don't know. I don't get, how is that polarizing? I don't understand. I know, but this opinion is polarizing though. That's the thing. It is. There was like days and days of arguing on Twitter over this opinion. It just, I don't get how. I'm all for rehabilitative, you know, rehabilitative justice, rehabilitation, therapy, things like that. But that doesn't involve putting the I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't want to talk too much about this on stream, even though I've already gotten kind of agitated about it and talked quite a bit. I don't like talking about this on stream because I'm much worse at articulating my thoughts on things like with my voice rather than over text, which is why I use Twitter a lot. Dude, how have I died like 4 times at that click? I don't feel like that click should be that hard. I mean, I'm not probably going to stream that much longer anyway. I'm coming up on 2 hours, I think, and yeah. I do think it's a very important thing to talk about. I just don't really like talking about it specifically in this environment. Yeah, I didn't vote because I left New York City, like right before the window, and I haven't been in Rochester long enough to know which mayor would be. I mean, I don't even know if the mayor elections are happening this year in Rochester. Dude, Mamdani is fucking, like, Mamdani is like a top 10 politician, I'm not even gonna lie. I don't know if you watch Josh Johnson does stand-up comedy. Dude, he made a video about Mamdani being the and how like being the #1 Andrew Cuomo hater basically won him or was winning him the election. And it's so funny. I would love to have voted for him, but I wasn't in New York City. I don't watch a lot of like comedy stuff, and I don't watch a lot of shows like that, but I watch Josh Johnson's YouTube channel a lot because he uploads like snippets of his comedy, and it's entertaining. Excuse me. Also, I just realized I said top 10 politician as if I don't even know if like there are enough politicians that are good to say top 10 rather than like top 5 or top 3. It's just like the thing that's great about him is that he just knows how to answer questions, and he knows how he like has a he has an actual answer for a lot of questions that you throw at him, and he's not scared of like criticism. And he knows how to answer to criticism. He just knows how to speak. Like when you, if you're curious about something and you want to know his plan for it, he'll tell you. Like that's just, oh my god, it's a breath of fresh air, bro. Yeah, I mean, I definitely feel that too, but also like in a lot of ways that's kind of just the fault. In a lot of ways, like yeah, it is on him, but it's also on the people who will just continually ask him the same questions and say the same things even though he's answered them a million times, because they're trying to like get him to say something that they can use against him. Yeah, the thing with like it's kind of funny. Like Curtis Sliwa hates Andrew Cuomo like almost just as much as Mamdani does, to the point where like even though if he didn't even though he like had no chance of winning, he was running because he knew that if he didn't run, or at least like he knew that if he dropped out it would help Cuomo. And he would rather run and lose to Mamdani than drop out and help Cuomo. Everyone fucking hates Andrew Cuomo, bro. I don't really know much about his policies. I didn't follow the debates or the race too closely. I just saw mostly a lot of the clips because once again, I wasn't in New York City, so it didn't like apply as much to me. But it does, honestly, like at this point, like the fact that he won is like a big deal for like the Democratic Party in general. So yeah, I was like kind of paying attention, but not too closely. All I know is that Sliwa is like, I don't even know how to describe him, bro. He's like, I just can't get over the fact that he, like, for every single thing you say ever, Sliwa has a story about how of like violence against him in New York City. I can't get over that one clip where the debate, the mediator was like, said something like, have you ever purchased anything from a weed shop? And Mamdani said yes, Cuomo said no, and Sliwa said, I was shot 5 times. No, dude. Oh my god. I really want to pass this. It'd be nice. Once I get a more permanent like living situation, because as of right now I'm just living in dorms on campus, and this isn't permanent. I'm going to be moving around a bit. Once I find a more permanent living situation, I'm going to like pay more attention to local politics because I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna be, you know, more focused on stuff. But as of right now, I really don't pay too much attention to local politics, which I should. Yeah, no, that was pretty funny how like I just like I remember there was that one clip of like the reporter was asking Mamdani about how he called Trump a fascist and how like if he still thinks Trump is a fascist, and Mamdani was gonna like give like a politician answer, but then Trump was like, no, it's okay, you can say yes. I mean, I thought that was funny, but in all seriousness, it is very interesting. I do wonder why, like, what exactly, like, is Trump just like way bigger of an idiot than people think, and like more, I don't know. I like I know he's an idiot, but like, is he seriously just like, does he just not really know anything about politics and just say what people tell him to say? And then he met Mamdani and he was like, oh, you're actually a chill guy, I'm gonna support you now. Or did Mamdani like threaten him? I don't know. Because like there's a difference between being an idiot and being an idiot. Like there's a difference between being an idiot and like I'm doing like I'm doing things that no one likes, but I'm doing them because they benefit me kind of way. And there's an idiot where it's like I'm doing things no one likes because people tell me to and I just listen to them. You know, like that's the two different kinds of idiots. And it's hard to tell sometimes which one Trump is. Well, Mamdani still hates Trump. I don't think I think it was pretty clear that Mamdani was just smiling because he always smiles. I'm pretty sure he still hates Trump. Trump will probably go back to hating Mamdani once he realizes that, like, I don't know. Oh my god, that fucking orb. I don't know. I don't know what's happening with that orb. Yeah, I mean, I've been a lot more invested in politics lately than I ever really have in my life, but I'm not super invested to the point of actually knowing everything. So I wouldn't say I'm not like a politics nerd or anything. I've just felt the need to pay more attention because things are fucking crazy now. I don't know that by name, but I may have seen it before. Dude, that click. What is going on with that click? 29 times 10. Yeah, I wouldn't recognize. I do probably need to, like, I don't know. I've just like politics is important to pay attention to, but it makes me sad. It is hard. It's like, I think it's like, I actually don't know where it is unless, I think it's like 40. In my head, it's like 32, so it's probably around 40, right? It is very sad, yeah. But that's one thing I like about where I am, at least. It's less sad over here. Damn, I clicked fast there. It's too late. Yeah, I mean, like, politics isn't the reason that I would never move to Florida, but yeah, that is good to note, though. I suppose it's probably one of the reasons, though. There are plenty of states I would not move to for political reasons. But most of them are in places I wouldn't want to live because of the weather anyway, so. I wouldn't call it a deciding factor, but like it definitely like is a factor for me. I excuse me. Especially since like just the umbrella term of politics can be like so many different things. Cuz like the way a city is politically can influence like even like on in many indirect ways, like just your way of life. Especially nowadays. Oh my god. Well, yeah, but like there are certain states that like I don't know. I feel like it's gonna change a lot over the next couple of years how different all the states and cities in the states are. Just because of everything that's going on. But I guess we'll see. I mean, nothing's passed yet, but they're already working. Nothing's passed yet, but there have been a lot more proposals lately about overturning Obergefell. So that'll be one thing for sure. That's definitely not just a politics thing. Like, yeah, obviously it's a political issue, but it is a non. It's all, you know. It shouldn't be a political issue because it's. So many things that just shouldn't be political issues that are for no reason. Oh my god, man. I mean, yeah, in a lot of ways they are. It's like yeah, the more you look into things, it's like, it's hard to, like, there are lots of things where it's hard to even differentiate them because they're both, like, so bad on the political level. And, like, by that I mean, like, on the level of actual politicians, like, they're all so bad. Can only hope that, like, I don't know, by voting for Democrats could lead towards possibly, you know, better ones in the future. But, like, honestly, like, it's hard not to just be a nihilist at this point for this country. Because, like, even looking back, because obviously, like, you know, I was 9 in 2016. I was 9 in 2016, so I didn't know much about the whole Donald Trump versus Hillary Clinton thing, aside from, you know, the epic rap battle of history and shit like that. But looking back, like, holy shit, Hillary Clinton sucked. I'm like, as much as it probably would have been better, I'm not surprised that she didn't win. Like, was she really the best that the Democratic Party had at the time? Okay. How long have I been going now? 2 hours, 10 minutes. Yeah, I think I'm going to stop streaming now. Didn't really make any progress in anything, didn't play a whole lot of stuff anyway, but I don't know. I just wanted to play a bit of GD. Haven't done much of that lately, so yeah. It was fun. Probably, hopefully, be able to stream more now that classes are over and everything. Yeah. Bye.